Selling a home is often shown as exciting, but for many it's a slow, stressful, and uncertain process. What if you could shrink a 2-month close into just 2 weeks? That is the primary promise of a cash buyer. But speed isn't the whole story. A traditional sale has a critical weakness that can kill your deal last minute. Imagine skipping months of repairs, staging, and constant showings. That's another piece of the cash equation. We'll show how cash buyers deliver on speed and certainty, and why it's a smarter financial move than you think. So, where does the traditional process fail? It starts with one thing: the buyer's loan, which adds contingencies. The financing contingency is the buyer's escape clause. If their loan gets denied for any reason, they can walk away. You're left back at square one. This isn't just a delay. Your property was off the market for weeks. The sales momentum is gone, and the deal is now stigmatized. Next up, the appraisal contingency. The bank won't lend over the home's value. If the appraisal is low, your deal can implode. Then, the paperwork. Lender involvement means huge documentation requirements and underwriting delays that add weeks to the process. Finally, the property chain. Your buyer may be selling their own home. If their deal dies, your deal dies with it. A true house of cards. This system is riddled with failure points. So how does a cash offer methodically dismantle every single one of them? The answer is simple. The whole mechanism is direct. A cash sale removes the third-party lender. It becomes a straightforward transaction between you and the buyer. No lender means no loan application. With a cash buyer, funds are verified up front. The financing contingency we just discussed becomes totally irrelevant. No lender also means no mandatory appraisal. The cash buyer decides the property's value for themselves. A low appraisal cannot kill this sale. Think about it. The two biggest reasons a traditional sale collapses, financing and appraisal, are simply gone. This is the source of a cash offer's certainty. So, how does cash solve the problem? It transforms a 3-party gamble into a 2-party business deal. Certainty replaces wishful thinking. Now, for convenience. A cash buyer's greatest tool is their ability to buy as is. This means no pre-sale repairs, no cosmetic updates, and no staging. For a typical sale, you could spend a month and thousands fixing a faucet or repainting to get market ready, then endure endless showings. After an offer, a traditional inspection can bring a long list of repair demands. Cash buyers expect issues, which removes another round of negotiation. This is huge for inherited properties. Instead of managing repairs from afar, you can sell the house as it stands, which simplifies settling the estate. Put a price on your own time and stress. Is the convenience of skipping repairs, showings, and haggling worth it for your personal situation? The biggest question is, will I get less money with a cash offer? It's true, the offer might be below top market value in a perfect traditional sale, but the list price isn't what you deposit in the bank. The real question is your net profit, after all the hidden costs of a traditional sale. First, subtract holding costs. Each extra month means another mortgage payment, property tax bill, insurance, and utilities. Thousands gone. Second, subtract repair costs. Money you'd have spent getting the house ready for market and satisfying an inspector is a direct saving. Third, agent commissions. Selling direct to a cash buyer can sometimes reduce or remove the typical 5 to 6% fee, a massive financial win. When you actually calculate it, the net from a cash offer is often much closer to a traditional sale than the offer price suggests. A slightly lower but guaranteed profit is often more valuable than a potential higher profit that could collapse. Remember the financing and appraisal risks? And that guaranteed profit is in your account in weeks, not months. This speed gives you immediate access to your home's equity for your next move. The true value of a cash offer isn't just one thing. It's the powerful intersection of timeline control, financial certainty, and unmatched convenience. A traditional sale chases the highest theoretical price, but it adds significant delays, risks, and costs into the equation. The choice depends on your goal. If you have time and risk tolerance, the traditional path might work. If you need speed and certainty, the choice is clear. To recap the main benefits: first, unbeatable speed, closing in days. Second, ironclad certainty, no lender risks. Third, total convenience, selling as is. Don't just assume the old way is the only way. If your situation requires a fast, simple transaction, getting a cash offer should be your first step.